In today's housing market, many are quick to point out the three challenges of high mortgage rates, soaring property prices, and a severe shortage of available homes. However, it's important to know that all three of these issues stem from a common underlying cause, and that cause is inflation. Dean Baker, who is a senior economist at the Center for Economic and Policy Research, has this to say. The unprecedented surge in mortgage rates over the past few years have created a standstill in the housing market. This rapid increase in rates, unseen in decades, have left homeowners with ultra-low rates from the pandemic era reluctant to sell their properties even when offered substantial sums. Consequently, this reluctance exacerbates the national housing shortage, and the resulting competition among buyers further drives property prices to record highs. Currently, with mortgage rates hovering near their 22-year highs, both buyers and sellers find themselves in a difficult position. This historical context is essential to understand the severity of the situation. Before the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, 30-year fixed-rate loan interest rates typically ranged from 4 to 5%. However, they plummeted to less than 3% during the pandemic's lockdowns, setting a new record low. By November 2022, spurred by surging inflation, the average rate had surged by 4.1 percentage points in just 1 year, surpassing 7% and making it the sharpest increase in over 4 decades. The main dilemma revolves around when mortgage rates will substantially decrease. Unfortunately, predicting this downturn is challenging, primarily because it hinges on perceptions of inflation, which is a notoriously unpredictable factor. Inflation plays a pivotal role in driving up mortgage rates, since most home loans are bundled into bonds, then sold to investors who demand higher yields to compensate for inflation risk. Unfortunately, inflation is like a roller coaster ride in reverse. It goes up very quickly, but is slow to come down on the other side. The rapid rise in mortgage rates in recent times can be attributed to last year's spike in consumer prices, which in turn prompted central banks to raise their benchmark interest rates. And despite improvements in inflation rates over the past year, future direction of mortgage rates remain uncertain, and they largely depend on investors and how the central bankers have confidence in that inflation is no longer a significant threat. Several housing market forecasts have anticipated a decrease in the 30-year mortgage rate, with some experts predicting it to fall into the high 5% range. Most economists agree that reaching this magic number of 5% or better would be the key to breaking the housing logjam. However, the stagnation in home sales over the past year can't be solely attributed to mortgage rate fluctuations. High property prices, resulting from both the shortage of listings and the buying frenzy during the pandemic, have also played a substantial role. To put it into perspective, there are currently half as many homes for sale compared to the pre-pandemic decade, and only a third as many as in the previous years. This scarcity has led to intense competition among buyers. While high mortgage rates are a significant factor in today's housing market, they're not the sole driver. Property prices and housing shortage also contribute to the complex situation. But even with higher interest rates and a meager supply of homes for sale, buyers are still buying and some sellers are still selling. If you're confused about the housing market today, why not give us a call and let's talk? We've been in this spot before and know how to deal with it. We're Jim Lee and Ann Cummings of Remax Shoreline in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and we can draw on our 40 years of experience in real estate to give you the best advice possible. Remember, despite the challenges, opportunities exist for both buyers and sellers in this housing market. Wise decisions and expert advice can make a significant difference. Thanks for watching, and before you go, please hit the like button below and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We make at least one video a week, and subscribers are notified when we post it.